Time to tea dance.
I've been a really bad boy.
Come get your cup of Tru T as we spill it one cup at a time. With your hosts, Tyler Butler, Dick Whoopland, Amy DeMilo, Carrie and Mark. All happening right here in Ybor City's The Stone Soup Company.
All right, another great week right here in Ybor City as we're spilling the tea one cup at a time. Right here at the Stone Soup Company, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Absolutely. We're always having a great time here at the Stone Soup Company. And speaking of a good time, Dick, what have you been dicking around doing?
Well, you know, we've been doing T-shirts. We've done T-shirts. We got like 200 T-shirts
Oh my
up
God,
on.
a lot of T-shirts. I've seen them all,
Yeah,
even
that-
before they were
Yeah,
released.
you helped design some of them.
I loved them. They were actually really cute.
Oh, you designed
Aren't
some of
they?
them.
Well, they just asked me about them, and I gave a little feedback, and they went with it, so I guess I helped.
I can only imagine. All right, we have a special guest here on
We
the show.
do.
And who is this be?
I am Bill Knuff. I'm president of the Gay Men's Chorus at Tampa Bay. We have an upcoming concert in October. It is You Are My Brother. We are doing our 2019-20 series as Unity. We want to bring the community together and the community at large together through song. And we're gearing up and producing this wonderful concert for everyone in our community.
All right, and how many years have you been with the Gay Men's Chorus?
I've been with the Gay Men's Chorus 5 years.
5 years. And why the Gay Men's Chorus? What are you, just a big singer? You sing around the house? Or?
Oh, I love to sing. Everyone in the chorus loves to sing. Actually, a large group of us went out to Cityside to do karaoke last night. It's the love of music and the love of changing our community and society through song. We have done so much good with our music. Everything from last year we did the Quiet No More, the commissioned piece for the Stonewall Rebellion, and
Right.
we really informed the community of the history of our gay community. There's so
Wow.
much that the Gay Men's Chorus does for us and in the community. It's just astounding.
I gotta ask you what your favorite song is. I mean, you're a singer. What's your go-to song?
Oh, sadly, it's Broadway, and that varies based on my mood. I can break out into I live a Broadway show.
So, Bill, where is this concert, and how do we get tickets?
Well, tickets, first of all, are on our website, gmctv.org. You can also find out more about the concerts themselves, but on the 18th, we will be performing at MCC over in St. Pete, and then right here in downtown Tampa at the Portico on the 19th at 3 p.m. And we're also going to give a little teaser during the International Gay and Lesbian Film Festival.
Oh.
On the 12th, we are sponsoring the film Gay Chorus Deep South, which is a documentary on the San Francisco Gay Men's Chorus and how they went to small towns in the Deep South and performed and brought gay culture to the Deep South.
Yeah.
Love that.
And that is in October, so we got a full month in October coming up. And somewhere, oh, look at over there. Oh my God, they got food here.
All right, that's my favorite part.
All right.
My favorite.
You know I'm not going to let you have any.
You never do, Dick.
This is new for this weekend.
Oh
We're gonna
my
take on chicken and
Oh
God.
my God, he put it in
Check
put
out
it in front of Tyler.
this. This is
Chicken and waffles,
chicken and waffles.
Ooh.
Obviously, what is that? Is a
syrup.
I've never seen a bowl like that. A
It's
waffle
a
bowl.
waffle, yeah.
Awesome.
Oh, that's
I love
amazing.
that. You eat it. I know. Who wants to eat it? How beautiful it is.
Is that a twist on the Southern
That is
chicken
a
and
twist
waffles?
on the southern chicken and waffle, yeah. I can't make a real waffle in that kitchen. If I could, it'd be a lot better.
Now, is
but
this?
we couldn't.
Now, tell our viewers here. Come on in. Come on in.
Come on over here.
So this is the great chef that's here at the Stone Soup Company in Ybor City. If they don't have it on their menu, chances are this guy can make it happen
Yep.
for you. So is this an item that you're going to be
This is
featuring
something
on the
we're
show?
doing this weekend.
This week, all
This
right.
weekend. Probably a little bit more down the road.
I bet you will, because it's going to be
All right.
definitely a big treat here in the. All right, Dick. I guess I will share with you a little
I
bit.
like it. I
Well,
like
you're
it.
nicer than me
Cute,
because you
too.
know I never share.
Thanks so much. All right, what else
And
we
then we
got?
got the appetizers. We went on a little play on your finger foods this
Oh,
weekend.
Ooh.
look
So these
at
are
this.
vegetarian bites. They are very good, packed with cauliflower and corn and
Cauliflower and corn. So it's got to be fat-free then, right?
Wow.
very healthy.
It's very healthy.
Fried.
Very nice.
And these are our deep fried beer mac and cheese bites.
beer, mac, and cheese.
Now they are
Total
really
beer.
healthy.
Oh, I love that.
They're
Beer
very
and
healthy.
cheese.
So,
Yes.
healthy on a Friday night.
All
And
right.
as you know, as I always talk about, everything is made here from scratch, including their dips. Very, very nice. Pass
All
these
right.
down.
I
better
Pass
believe
these
that.
down,
Yeah.
down.
There we go.
That's the
Well, right
last
there.
something
Oh, my
Tyler had
goodness,
already
they look gorgeous.
experienced.
Oh, yes.
Oh my God, we even have
Homemade
dessert here.
bourbon Oreo truffle ball.
My favorite
Ooh.
dessert. Chocolate covered
Bourbon
Oreo
truffle ball.
Oreo truffles.
And those are available on the menu every day now. So
Ooh.
Love
Every day,
that.
every day.
Amazing. I promise you, come down, check this place out. If you've not been, you got to check out the Spook Easy, which is quite spooky upstairs.
Yep.
And of course, the food is always on point here at the Stone Soup Company here in Ybor City. All right, thank you
Yeah,
so
enjoy.
much.
Wow.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
So we got Kerry down
Yes, we
here.
did.
He's been quiet. I think he might have a scorching case of diarrhea down there at the end.
Well, I don't know. All this food now, I'll tell you. Yeah, it's coming. Things are going along very well. I want to make sure that everybody get your ticket right now for the Pridezula. It's happening November 2nd out at Lowry Park. And we only have 550 tickets, so get your tickets now, tampapride.org.
So
And
what all happens at this event?
this is going to be wonderful. We have bands that play, entertainment, we have a silent auction. Then you get to go in the African area of the zoo, you get to go and feed some of the animals.
Including the giraffes.
The
We did that
giraffes
last
and pet
year,
some of the,
yes.
yes, they bring out, and it's a wonderful time. I mean,
It's
this is a
really
great
a
kickoff.
If you want to see
Oh,
what,
it's
if
a
you want to
beautiful
see
night.
what it was like last year, go to channel125.com, click on Tampa Pride, and we have lots of videos from last year's Pridezula.
And we've added a lot more entertainment for everybody. It's going to go, and the food's going to be delicious. It's starts at 6:30 to 10:30, and I'll tell you, we welcome everybody. And last year was a sellout, and this year, I think we're going to do it again very quick. Tickets are only $45 right now through the end of the month, and it goes to $60 starting October 1st. So get your tickets now and save $15 a person.
Absolutely.
nice.
I
Yeah.
want to mention something real quick. Speaking of Tampa Pride, I want to tell you, Dick, you've been covering Tampa Pride for a lot of years now.
Well,
and you did an amazing
this
job.
is the 5th year.
This is our 5th year.
Yep. So
You
we've
know,
been
but-
doing it since the
So
beginning.
if you ever missed
The-
anything about Tampa Pride or want to know anything about all things Tampa Pride in the last 5 years, you can go to channel125.com and see all things Tampa Pride, because Dick's been covering that for
All 5
You
years of
can see
videos.
the
The
entire
parade.
But
parade, like
before
in 3
that,
minutes.
Yeah.
on there, Tyler, that Bill was on the medium inside the middle committee on
the
there
90s.
in the 90s. Yes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
I
before
wasn't
that.
even born then.
I was the first one. I know that.
I chaired the Pride Parade back in the 90s.
That's
Yeah,
right.
and also I want to mention something too. You had something to do with Tomes and Treasures?
I was the owner of Tomes and Treasures for 20
Yeah.
years.
Wow, I was just 10 and I used to visit that place. Because that was many moons ago, right?
It was many moons ago.
Where was Tombs and Treasures at?
Howard Avenue. Originally it was 202 South Howard Avenue, and
Yeah.
then we moved to 408 South Howard, and then we expanded to 406 and 408 and included the coffee house.
Yep.
Yes, absolutely. I remember that. Just right down from what's there now? What's in that place now?
Yard of Ale, but it's right across the street from McDinton's.
Yes, McDonald's. Yes, absolutely. Wow.
So Amy, what's happening with you?
Yeah.
Getting ready next weekend. Oh my God, we're so excited. Pearl from RuPaul's Drag Race Season 7 is going to be at the Honey Pot right on our stage. I'm so excited. She's gorgeous entertainer. If you hadn't seen her, come check us out next Friday at the Honey Pot. Pearl.
So-
I hear a lot of things that you would be interested in about her too. Dick.
Whoa. Oh.
Ooh, is there dirt you know?
Dick, were you on the ground at the bar again?
So just to throw this in, because I keep saying it this week, channel125.com, we had video of Pearl the last time she was in
Oh.
Tampa.
Awesome.
She was at Liquid.
Well, maybe we can get some new
and we
footage
got
of
some,
her.
yeah.
Be gorgeous. That'd be so
Yes.
next week.
Absolutely. Speaking of t-shirts, you were speaking a little about t-shirts. If you go to Out and About Tampa with Tyler Butler, you're going to see a great place that we featured that actually will put your face, your image, your company image on a t-shirt, and they do it in less than 5 minutes in store right here in Ybor City. We featured it on the show. Amazing place. They have pottery. They have actually sex toys that they actually make in-house. It's crazy. You've got to check the video out at Out and About Tampa. And a word from our sponsor, so stay right there. We'll be right back after this message.
Drip Ybor, located in Tampa's famous Ybor City District. From personal artwork to painting your own ceramics to even custom t-shirts. and even classes to help you create your own artwork. With pottery, ceramic, custom design, and more, you'll be sure to get lost in your own imagination. Check out Drip Ybor at 1910 East 7th Avenue, Ybor City.
Welcome back. And speaking of balls, we were talking about balls. You love balls.
Absolutely. What?
We were talking in the break about balls and how there's so many things that resemble balls, and the matzo ball soup is really good here too.
It is all the soups. I mean, it is Stone
That
Soup
beer
Company.
cheese.
Oh, the beer cheese. Oh my God, that's so good.
Lobster bisque.
Lobster
Yeah.
bisque. Yeah. Who knows about the lobster bisque? You never passed it down here on this end. Never mixed it back this way ever. All right.
Past the other cheese.
So-
other soup.
I understand that you went on a little trip
Oh yes.
last weekend.
Absolutely.
Another one.
Another one. He's just always traveling, but this was a little different.
This
than
was
normal.
just like a weekend thing or whatever. So I found out that as everybody knows that watches the show, that I actually liked cruising, which I thought I was going to hate it, and I thought I was going to be trapped and felt like I would. Anyways, I tried this thing. It was like a 3-day little cruise or whatever on Royal Caribbean, and I thought, oh, this is going to be great. And it ended up, or I thought it was actually going to be awful, but it ended up being great. And so I decided to try it again. So this time we reported out of Port Canaveral in Orlando, and the night before the cruise set sail, we got a message from Royal Caribbean on our itinerary change, which I kind of knew something was going on. I've seen some things on the news, and they stated, "Dear passenger, Royal Caribbean has decided to change your itinerary and go help the survivors from the Bahamas, from the storm, because we all know about the storm in the Bahamas that happened." So I kind of had mixed feelings. I was like, they're going to take my vacation and they're going to change my vacation that I paid for to provide. And I was kind of being selfish about it, I guess.
Yeah.
And I wasn't really feeling comfortable. So what do you do in a situation like that? You grab your camera, your media equipment, your microphone, and you take a gander. And that's exactly what I did. So I was able to interview some of the victims of the hurricane once we ported in Freeport, which we weren't supposed to go to Freeport. We were actually supposed to go to a different part of the island. And so we ended up going to pick up some of the survivors in one part of the island and transfer them to another part of the island, which we never really seen those people because they did not mix them with the passengers. They kept them underneath the ship. But I was able to get off with all the other media. We ended up being welcomed as being part of Royal Caribbean's media, and we were able to interview, and I actually got some footage. So let's take a look at that.
Absolutely.
All
right
right.
now.
Roll the clip. All right, so we've arrived. We're here in the Bahamas, and so we actually were aboard the Royal Caribbean, and Royal Caribbean donated some time where they brought some people over from the other island that were victims. So we're going to talk to a few people and find out exactly what went down with their situations there on the island and how they were able to get help from Royal Caribbean. All right, we're here with Kevin. He's with his family, and you came actually from what island?
Grand Bahama.
Grand Bahama. All right, so talk a little bit about what happened today. Obviously, Royal Caribbean has contributed some time to bring you guys over from the other island.
Really is. I gotta thank them because they did an excellent job. They made us feel warm and feel like family and stuff, and they did an excellent job. And like it was so much. It's a lot of deaths, a lot of things happened, and a lot of people died. And I mean, it's just taking so much to take all in one time.
Right. So obviously, the Royal Caribbean took you from one island to another part of the island. Where do you go from here?
I have a sister-in-law, and she's supposed to come pick us up, and we can stay there for a little while and everything, and then I got to go back home, and deal with all the mess and stuff.
Right.
So
what happened with your situation? So the storm came. Were you prepared?
We was well prepared. Me and my wife. The high tide came over.
Wow.
The high tide came over, and I have a neighbor. I say God is good because what happened, I had some tri-locks on the window. I've been through a couple of storms, and they just blow off. And my neighbor came, came inside by my doorstep, and he take me and my 2 children, and he threw them inside the car, and the water coming up. Because we thought all the stuff he's gonna dead. Because the water came up, and then my mother-in-law, she live around the corner, and she got the higher ground because one of the neighbors, they have a higher house, their house a little higher, and they get there, and they was safe because everybody's looking for family members and everything. And then after the storm, everybody just looking around to make sure find out who died in the storm, or they can find out who, so they could try and help their people. And I see they have a lot of rescues too. And I got.
Is this your first storm that you've actually gone through?
No, a couple of storms I've been through.
Really?
I've been through Mafia too.
Is this one of the worst ones though?
This is the worst one. Really, I told my wife when we was in the house. I said this time I thought we was gonna die, but that's because the thing I say category. We went through category 4, and nobody died. Category 5.
Yeah, a lot of people are like, I never even heard of a category 5.
No, I never heard of category 5 myself too.
Right.
And so that's when I see it going down, and I say, man, I say, Lord, please help everybody and help the people find their family. I mean, there's a lot of people. They had plenty rescues. They had people going out in their big vehicles, and they going out and save a lot of lives.
Right.
They save a lot of lives because a lot of people supposed to be in dead.
And how did you find out that Royal Caribbean was going to offer you some help?
We found, my wife said one of her friends told us about it, because she's telling me, man, Kevin, you need to take a little break because it's too much. And so you and all us go together. And I say, okay, I'll take a little break because I didn't know what to do. Because I say, anyway, I can just throw everything on the dump and whatever and kill time, and because there ain't nothing to do. And she said, man, let's take a trip because you need to get away from that. So we get away from it. And the people on the cruise, Royal Caribbean, wonderful. They treat us nice.
Right.
They treat
Food.
They treat us nice. They had entertainment.
Right.
They treat us real good.
Well, thank you so much, and I wish you the best of luck, Kevin. Thank you. So, as you can see, it was devastation there in the Bahamas. Everybody's been seeing it in the Bahamas, everything that happened. I mean, thankfully it didn't happen in Florida because that's where it actually was originally headed to. But as you could see from watching that clip, I mean, it was pure devastation. I mean, Abaco, that island, they got hit the worst.
And we just showed a little clip. Where would they go to see? I mean, you did like a 10-minute long video. It was
Absolutely.
Really good.
If you go to our page, Out and About Media, you will find it there. It's actually, we just aired that on our show. It's just crazy how you don't really think until you're in that situation, or you talk to somebody that's in that situation. You see things on the news, but when you're actually there and you see that kind of thing, you put a totally different spin on it. I was like, how selfish of me to be upset that my vacation was being changed around due to Royal Caribbean, and they're wanting to do hospitality for these people. So, and Royal Caribbean, they rolled out the red carpet. They provided shows and all types of entertainment for, I think, over 350 people that they brought onto the ship. They were not mixed with the regular passengers because they didn't want to disturb the other passengers that had paid, for their cruise. They were on the lower level. However, from what this gentleman just said, he was talking about how they saw shows and all sorts of things, because who knew underneath the ship? I mean, there's all kinds of things that go on down on the lower level. I guess that's where a lot of the staff and a lot of the...
And how did
it's a
they
whole
do that?
city,
Was it like first come, first served basis until they got filled, or do they
Absolutely.
pick
Well,
and choose,
I was kind of trying to do some eavesdropping, and I actually saw some people with passport issues. I think that they actually let some of those people on the ship. Now, from what I understand now, Donald Trump has put a big stop to that. So if they don't have a passport, I don't believe that they are able to travel from any other part of the island back to Florida or anywhere else now.
And so I want to make mention that right directly here from Tampa, friends of mine with American Express have shipped over a full container and plane load full of goods, from diapers, toothbrushes. They have cases and cases that they took over, and that's all from the LGBT community here in Tampa Bay. So that was very nice. That was close to around 3,800 pounds on the plane. So they had to accommodate and everything getting over there. But on the way back on the plane, they are going to be bringing and filling the plane full of Bahamians coming back to right back to Tampa Bay, and they're going to be meeting up with fellow family members and friends that are here.
Cool.
So that just happened this weekend. I just got a call last night how it's all going well. They had only a window of opportunity to get in, and because of another storm, but they got in and they unloaded the plane and they went to Freeport.
Wow.
There is no airport there.
No.
They just cleaned off
Right.
what was the runway.
Yeah,
so
they
this
can still
plane
use
did it all by
supplies and
visual.
donations.
Not by instrument. It was crazy. So I just got that
Don't
word.
stop donating.
So thank you, LGBT community, and also the American Express with the Lance Picotti,
Cool.
Jay Coates.
Yeah, I saw.
I have
even-
a question for Amy here.
Yes.
Amy has, if I was going to want to go and play bingo somewhere, where would I do
my God.
that?
Oh my God, I'm getting so excited, y'all. October 6th is going to be our first drag queen charity bingo back in Ybor City that I'm aware of. But right here at the Stone Soup Company, our first charity is going to be, of course, for Tampa Pride. You can check out their information, tampapride.org. But we're so excited. It's going to be at 5 o'clock right here Sunday, starting October 6th. And also, look, we're only booked up for October. We're going to be starting November. So if we have any nonprofit organizations or charities that want to host a fundraiser, please look us up here, or you can find me at Tru T or Amy DeMilo anywhere. Probably. So
Yeah,
and we're looking for
absolutely.
nonprofit organizations to join us, but we're really excited to host our first one with Tampa Pride.
Excellent, excellent.
All right. Well, that brings this segment to an end.
It does.
So quickly.
I
That
know.
was
There's
fast.
so
I
much.
can't wait
I'm not
for
done
next
eating.
week. Oh, you're not done eating.
No.
How do we always match?
I know we do always.
I want to just let you know that next week we have a special guest. Hunter Paul Drake is going to be here.
Oh.
And we're going to talk a lot about HIV next
Yeah,
week.
let's do that. I'm excited. It's always good to have a good educational day.
is.
All
Yeah.
right, that brings the
Eye-opening.
segment to an end. We want to thank you for watching, and we'll see you again as we're spilling the tea one cup at a time.
This has been an Out and About Media production in association with Channel125.com.